As I said in my first video in this series, Minecraft is the most modded game of all time, and some mods have become famous and forever changed the game. However, there are some mods that were once the most popular in the community, mods that revolutionized Minecraft and modding as a whole, but today are nearly forgotten, only living in the back of players' memories. So today, these are 6 mods that were once famous but have been forgotten. But before we start, if you haven't seen part 1, check it out for 5 other mods that have been forgotten. Anyways, let us begin. Galacticraft was first released on February 9, 2013 by a modder and software developer named McDoodle8. The mod would allow players to build a rocket and go to the moon or other planets such as Mars, where they then could build bases and space villages. The mod was instantly popular, with YouTubers such as the Orespawn and popular MMOs making videos on the mod getting over 4 million views. This was because this was the first well-polished space mod in nearly 2 years at that point. The mod would be updated over the next few months, adding bosses, villagers, and now had a full-out mod team. So by the summer and fall of 2013, channels such as Rooster Teeth and DanTDM made showcases of the mod getting over 15 million views, making it one of the most, if not probably the most popular mod of that year. In 2014, the mod would be put in the Attack of the B Team mod pack, which would continue its popularity for the next year. As for what happened to this mod, the mod would slow in development after 2018 due to McDoodle not having the time to redo the code for version since 1.12. The mod would eventually stop updating completely in April 2020. However, another team called Team Galactic has taken over the mod, and since the start of this year has updated the mod, but the mod is still stuck on version 1.12.2. TooManyItems was first released on January 23, 2011 by a modder named Marglyph. The mod was an inventory editor, which meant players could add any items or blocks they wanted into their inventory, and they were able to see all of the blocks in the game. Now this doesn't sound impressive today since there's creative mode, but nothing like this existed in beta Minecraft. The mod would later be updated to include crafting recipes and allow for the changing of time and weather. And upon the release of enchanting with beta 1.9, it allowed the creation of tools far more powerful than Mojang ever intended. Now this mod was popular in a way completely different from all the others. It was a necessity for modded Minecraft. There wasn't a single YouTuber who didn't use after a certain point, so this was most likely the most popular mod in Minecraft's entire history. As for what happened to this mod, Marglyph would update the mod for years till March 4 of 2015, when Marglyph just disappeared. All of his accounts were never posted again, and people have theorized that he died in real life. However, he is alive, and this is proven by his Minecraft account changing skins last year. As for what's replaced TooManyItems, a mod named Just Enough Items created by Mez has gotten nearly 200 million downloads, which I think makes it the most downloaded mod in Minecraft history behind Optifine. The Crafting Dead was first released on October 29, 2012 by a modder named Frulo. The inspirations for the mod was the TV show The Walking Dead, but mostly was the then extreme popularity of the DayZ mod on Arma 2. The mod would turn Minecraft into a zombie survival game, where players would have to use guns to defend themselves and would also have to drink and eat to survive. The zombies came in walking, running, and other varieties, but to help the player there would be numerous structures with loot and friendly NPCs. The mod was instantly successful, with YouTubers such as iHasCupquake and Galacticraft showcasing the mod getting over 1 million views. But the real success came when Frulo combined the mod with other mods to make the Crafting Dead Cure mod pack on the Technic launcher. This gave better gun models, more items, and an official map. And later that year, in the summer of 2013, the first servers were opened for the mod, which made the mod explode even more in popularity. As for what happened to this mod, starting in the summer of 2016, the mod started to lose popularity. A year later, Frulo decided to leave the mod to focus on real life and to work on his own game. He gave ownership of the mod to a person named Brad, which this move was very controversial within the community. The mod had stopped making enough money by this point to upkeep the official server, so the mod's multiplayer is now run by community servers, which pretty much killed most of the popularity. The mod is still being updated to this day, though there's only about 30 to 50 players online daily, compared to at least 100 concurrent players on a single official server 7 years ago. Orespawn was first released on April 27, 2013 by They Call Me Danger. Orespawn is a mod that spawns numerous different mobs and bosses, but also has numerous different ores, armor, and tools. The mod would become popular in the fall of 2013 and throughout the next 2 years, with YouTubers such as Popular MMOs and Galacticraft making showcases of the mod getting over 5 million views. The mod would be updated for the next couple of years, adding more and more mobs and bosses, and in turn the mod would remain popular on YouTube for the next 6 years. As for what happened to this mod, it is a very complicated story, so I will give credit to mod Moth Gang, Ultra 17, and Where's Chris for explaining the story way deeper than I will here, so please check out their videos for deeper info if you want to learn more. So the mod was already going downhill by 2021, but in 2021 the creator of the mod decided to sell merch, and then it came out that he was selling versions of the mod for $5. Now this is completely against Minecraft's terms and services, so people on his Discord and other Discords called him out for doing this. So instead of apologizing, he decided to remove the entire mod off the internet, and he's created his own game which looks like this and is made up of stolen assets. In the game, he's also added a mob called the Whiner, which is supposed to be an imitation of those who called him out for breaking Minecraft's terms and services. Overall, this guy seems like a massive crybaby and a loser, which is even more proven since he also added a girlfriend mob to his game. All of this makes a lot of people, including myself, wonder why Mojang showcased his mod a few weeks ago, which by the way, they got the wrong creator for this. That's for a separate mod. And as for the mod itself, it is now completely dead and abandoned, though there are some attempts to revive it. Minecraft Comes Alive was first released on January 7, 2012 by a modder named Wild Mama Boy. The mod replaces the big-nosed villagers with human NPCs that you can talk to, work with for 4, and even marry and have children with. Yeah, you heard that right, you can have children with them. Anyways, the mod upon its release saw moderate popularity with YouTubers such as Jeremy and T-Bone making let's plays of the mod, getting over 200,000 views an episode. The mod would then be updated for the next couple of years, adding things such as wedding rings, allowing children to work for the player, and allowing children themselves to go through doors. The mod would see rounds of massive popularity in 2013 and 2014, with YouTubers such as DanTDM and AFMU making showcases and let's plays getting over 15 million views. As for what happened to this mod, progress slowed at the start of 2017 due to the mod creator being busy with real life, and so the mod was put on hiatus on September 24 of 2017. The mod was briefly restarted in 2019, but stopped updating a few months after, so the mod is now officially abandoned. However, in October 2021, a group of modders have revived the mod, and is still constantly updating it, even to the newer versions. Destructive Tornadoes was first released on August 9, 2011 by a modder named Korosus. The mod added tornadoes, but tornadoes in a very loose term. It was more of a circle that would spin blocks and mobs into the air. However, upon the mod's release, it would be immediately successful, getting over 4 million views on YouTube and even getting a PC Gamer article. The mod would be constantly updated for the next few months, adding in an entire weather system and making the tornado look somewhat like a tornado. On top of that, Korosus announced other disasters such as sandstorms, volcanoes, and hail to be added. In March 2012, the mod was renamed to the Weather mod and would be very successful, getting over 5 million views and having an entire community centered around it. The mod would then be updated, adding things such as sirens, hurricanes, and sandstorms, and YouTubers such as Harponer and Fire Resistance would make series getting hundreds of thousands of views on each episode. As for what happened to this mod, Korosus would continually update the mod till the middle of 2018, when Korosus then had less and less time to work on the mod, and eventually on August 2nd, 2018, the mod was completely abandoned. By that time, the community started to slow in popularity and many servers around it shut down. But at the end of 2019, the mod was promised to restart development, but this was pushed back. Over the last year, there has been some development on the mod, but Korosus has said that it will take a very long time to update for the newer versions, so only time will tell the fate of this mod. I know I don't say my personal opinions on most of these mods, but I really want this mod to come back, and if it does, I promise to do a series on it. So Korosus, if you're watching this, I know it takes time, just know that you have my support, and you have a lot of people. I think there's thousands of people that would play this mod if it ever came back. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you so much for making this mod though, honestly. In conclusion, all of these mods at one time or another were at the height of the Minecraft community, but because of the game rapidly changing, community drama, or just life itself, they slowly stopped updating and eventually fell to the back of players' memories. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos in this series, let me know in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, like, bell, and subscribe. Have a good day, and goodbye.